What's up, everybody? I missed y'all. It's been a little bit, and it feels weird sitting in this chair because I haven't really done a sit-down video in quite a while, but it's good to be here because we are discussing a very important topic today, one that is crucial no matter who you are. It's a part of the Weightlifter Defines series that I've been doing. If you are new to this series, it's when one of you guys comments on one of my videos or DMs me, picks a word, a very broad general term, and I define it in my own terms as a weightlifter and also just as a person. And so the word I'm going to be discussing today is, bro, where my Izzy's at? What you doing, bro? I know you took my Izzy. I know I filmed a video today. I can't just drink an Izzy? No! God dang. I'll go to the store and get you more Izzy's, alright? Hop on my video. Whatever. I gotta tell him the word. What up, 9 AM gang? Anyways, I will be focusing this Weightlifter Define video on the word, drumroll please, failure, okay? We all know failure. We face failure every day. But, isn't failing? The fact that I added 2 videos in this and I psyched y'all, boy. But that second word is satisfaction. Now both of these words were recommended in the comment section, so shout out to them too. If you're ready to dive right in, what we waiting for? The first word I'll start with is failure, because I don't want to take too much time on this word because honestly, I don't see failure as such a big part of my life. I really hardly recognize it. Usually, what most people define failures as, I kind of define as lessons. And I know that sounds cliche, but I'm serious when I say I don't really see myself failing. I don't ever see myself as a failure. Because to me, the only time I fail is when I don't live up to my own expectation. You don't fail when you perform below a certain standard. You don't fail when you let somebody down. Really, the only way you can fail is when you let yourself down. With that definition, I actually revoke what I just said. I do fail at times, but usually it's easy to forgive yourself because you can just learn from it and keep stepping. So for example, a failure would be if you laid in bed an extra 2 hours in the morning and you know you should have gotten up, you know you had work to do, but you decided to forego that work and just continue to scroll through TikTok. I personally label that as a failure because once it's time for that work to be showcased, whether it be for a presentation, a competition, a performance, anything along those lines, you can't hide the fact that you didn't put that work in. So those 2 hours that you could have put the work in, you know to yourself that you didn't. And maybe that's why you were lackluster in certain aspects. So just recognizing those feelings like, dang, I know I could have done better if I would have just done this and I didn't. I can't live with that. And that's kind of part of why I go hard every day. I know that when it's time to show out, all the work that I put in is gonna bleed through, and hopefully by the end of it, whatever failures or whatever shortcomings that I experience, I know that it's not because I didn't do what was necessary. Now let's say maybe you fell short of something and you realized after that you could have done something different, but at the time it wasn't known to you that that was a method of improvement. I don't see that as a failure at all. I just see that as an opportunity to grow in the future because obviously hindsight's 20/20. You're not gonna perform the best at all times. You're not gonna know exactly what to do to be perfect. But the failure I'm talking about is when you know what you should be doing and you know how to achieve maximal success and you just choose to do the opposite or do an alternative. So to me, failure is not the absence of recognizing what you could have done better, but instead failure is when you don't live up to your current expectations and you're not performing your best because you're lazy, you're distracted, or you just simply don't want it enough. And so every day I strive not to fail myself, because really, when you fail yourself, when you disappoint yourself, that's the only failure there is. Now with satisfaction, I say satisfaction a lot in my videos without even really realizing it. Now when defining satisfaction, it kind of goes hand in hand with failure. In a way, it's the opposite of failure. Whereas failure, you're not preparing at the highest level that you know you can. Satisfaction is a way to identify those feelings that overcomes you when you do exactly what you know is necessary to live up to your expectations, and then you cash in those dues from all the preparation you put in, and then you attain that success that you know you have. Satisfaction is the feeling of checking those boxes in your mind, saying, I did that, or I know I went hard, I can't be disappointed in myself. Say you go 2 for 6 out of meat and you were in very unideal circumstances, yet you were still able to nail down that cue that you've been working on for weeks prior in the maximal lifts. It's very possible that you're satisfied with that. Satisfaction is kind of that, like that coconut water after a training session. Like giving someone a cue that you were kind of like, oh, I don't know about this, but it works perfectly. Like that hot bath after a max out day. Like that nice peach Izzy after school. It's those feelings that follow after success. So when you succeed, the feelings that come with it are those satisfactory feelings. It's that satisfaction. And so you'll see a lot of people like trying to be all motivational or all woke on Instagram, talking about, I'm never satisfied, good day, but I'm never satisfied. If you're truly never satisfied with what you're doing, I guarantee 100% either your performance is gonna go down or you're just gonna get burnt out. To me, if you're not satisfied, it means that you're not putting in the work to make you feel satisfied. So that's kind of, in a way, both of those words coexist together. So another way this can translate to weightlifting is that I'm always satisfied after my training sessions. I will make it my point to be satisfied after my training sessions, whether I have to do 10 extra singles or I have to redo a set of auxiliary. If I'm not satisfied with the effort I put in, if I do not check all the boxes in my head, if I go home and I'm like, dang, I could have worked harder at that. I failed. That's failure. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting riled up just thinking about, picture this. You're on the national stage, right? You're 5 for 5 so far. Then you go out on the stage for your last clean and jerk. It's to clinch first place at the national championships. You walk up to the bar, grip the bar, feel ready to go. Your body's kind of tired, but you're like, all right, let's grip and rip. You pull that jump, you pull under, but the bar is out here in front of you. There's no way you can get under it. You were strong enough for it. You could have caught it at power if it was just at your shoulders, but it wasn't. You wanna know why? You just didn't have that stamina because you slacked off and bumped down the percentages 15% on a complex. So your arms couldn't keep the bar in. So there goes first place. And you know it's only one person's fault. It's yours. That's a failure. And so for that, you should not be satisfied. But I promise I wasn't directing that towards anyone. I'm sorry if I'm yelling at you, okay? I didn't mean it. But I hope I made some kind of sense in that video. Just to summarize, in case you need one more summary. Failure is abandoning your expectations and not putting in the complete effort. And satisfaction is when you meet or exceed those expectations. It's those feelings that you get when you do so, knowing that you covered all the holes, you checked all the boxes. So I hope I really drove that point home. That was my first sit down talk with you video face to face in a while. So if you liked it, go ahead, give me that thumbs up. We are continuing to try to rack up those thumbs up, rack up those subscribers, trying to get to 500 subs. I'm gonna keep the pristine content pushing every other week, Monday, 9 AM on the dot. And keep your eyes out for the next video. In 2 weeks, ooh, it's gonna be a banger. Cause States is coming up and the squad gonna be together, alright? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But just turn your notifications on cause you're not gonna wanna miss that. Comment some words that you would like me to define in the future. Odds are, I'm probably gonna end up doing it. Thanks again to the 2 people that recommended these words. And I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope your guys' motivation levels on 100, money moves through the roof, and I'm gonna catch y'all On the next one. Ooh, you thought, boy.